name is Weiwu, from Smart Token Labs. We work on how to bridge Web 2 to Web 3. Now, today, people use Web for a lot of things. They go shopping, they go book a ticket, write a blog, or write an email. On Web 3, people do very different things. They vote for DAO, they buy NFT and sell them, and they play games, play to game. I think it's important for us to realize that Web 3 cannot grow in a vacuum. People will not say, hey, let's stop ordering lunch with Uber Eats, let's buy an NFT instead. In the future, when Web 3 technology eventually takes over, people will still need to do whatever they are doing in Web 3, with more functionality, with better user experience, and with more services and competition. So the way we see it is to build a bridge between Web 2 and Web 3, we need to build it from two sides. So one side is how do we let users take what they have in Web 2 and use it in Web 3, use that to talk to smart contracts. So if you own an email address or if you own Twitter ID, today if you want to talk to a smart contract, you don't take this with you. Smart contract will take you, identify you by your Ethereum address, which has nothing to do with your Web 2 history or what you have on Web 2. Now, to make people able to use smart contracts, use their Twitter ID, etc., we need to have attestation technology, which is to have a third party provide cryptographic proof that users own something on Web 2 so that they can take this to talk to smart contracts. And this is not just in theory, it's quite a practical problem. For example, that happened in as we do the ticketing solution for Devconnect that is going to happen in Bogota. So the problem presented was we cannot require the ticket purchases to show their Ethereum address because many of the users came to the event to know what is the Ethereum address. So we cannot let Ethereum address become a blocker during the purchase. So what we did was we allowed the the Devconnect tickets to be issued instead of an Ethereum address, but an user's Web 2 identity, in this case, email address. And the user later who acquired a wallet can obtain an email address attestation, therefore be able to use the ticket on the blockchain. Now, there are technical details, such as how do we hide email address so that they don't get spammed or phished. Tomorrow, we are going to do a attestation workshop where we will go in depth of what attestation can do, how do we use it using different scenarios, and how do we have a community-based working group to set the standards so that we can move forward with the compatibility and with the unison of existing smart contract developers. And that's one aspect of it. Attestation is not just about identity. You might also attest that you are the poster of the very famous blog, or you own a reputation on Web 2 website. So that's one side. The other side is how do we make what we have on Web 3 available to Web 2. So the most important thing is token. The way I see it is we must have the technology for users to show their tokens to the website and use that token to enable processes. For example, getting discount or seeing privileged content or participating in a vote on the website. And then today, it's typically called NFT gating. You have an NFT and websites, there's a gate. You have an NFT, walk through the gate, they give you something different. But that's not nicely integrated with the use cases. So for example, you might see a product listing, but if you show a token, you might get discount. Or if you purchase something, that purchase record will be attached to a token. That is not gating. That is more elaborate business cases that has to be solved. So the technology we're working on is called token negotiation. The software is called token negotiator. The technology is token negotiation, where the users decide to present this token and see what changes the website have, and the website have the code to react to the users' tokens and change the business process accordingly. So these are the two ways we work on bridging Web 2 and Web 3, and the result will be mass adoption. Now, if you want to talk with me about this after the talk, I'm the bald guy. That's it.
Thank you very much. So is there some sort of standardization that needs to happen within the community if people want to start using attestations and negotiators on a...
Yes, that's something we want to work on, and we need to work with the community. Yeah. We have prototype technology, but standardization is a much bigger effort, and we need to look at all the use cases. We have access to retail. For example, some say that we want tokens to be used on our website like this, but we need more of that. And we also want to know like what Web3, where the use cases are going. Otherwise, we get a standard, and tomorrow something else comes, and you have to revision it. Yeah.
Has there been any progress in that regard currently, or?
We are working with the Oasis at the moment, okay, who is going to create platformers to talk to the vendors. And in the meanwhile, we are doing this here, so we stay with the Devconnect community. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.